Headphones on. Make sure we're good. Hold on. Okay. What's going on, everybody? And welcome to the first live rendition of the Three Wide podcast. Your co-host Ethan Reich, and who am I joined with today?
Barrichello. No,
Say that
Bryan.
again.
Barrichello.
And welcome to the first live rendition of the Three Wide podcast. We were supposed to be going live 38 minutes ago, but we had a lot of technical difficulties. But we're here now to discuss Formula One this week, as well as the Monza GP coming up. But how have you been, Bryan? How's it going?
I'm alright.
You sure? Because you're wearing Ferrari merchandise, and as a Ferrari fan, I wouldn't be too happy.
I mean, it's Monza week. How can I not be happy? Come on. We're gonna hope for a 1-2 finish on the Monza.
There's hoping,
you know.
and then there's pure delusion, my friend.
Yeah, no, look, come on. I really hope it's gonna turn around, because, Monza, Italy GP, it's gotta turn around
the
someday.
Well, great place to start for the conversation, because we're going to talk about a recent Monza winner. That's Mr. Daniel Ricciardo. Do you believe his days are numbered in Formula One?
I mean, looking at his performance now, it kind of looks like it this way. I mean, right now in the standings, if you were to look, he is 13th. I mean, only 19 points to his name relative to his teammate Lando Norris at 82. I don't know. His days are looking very, very thin, and no race pace, no racecraft, and I don't know what happened to the boy.
No, it's sad to see. Even last year when he won the Monza GP, you can't even lie. Lando could have easily taken that from Ricciardo if it wasn't for team orders, basically telling Lando to stay behind. But even that season as a whole, he wasn't like the Ricciardo we once knew at Red Bull, the Ricciardo we knew even at Renault.
Yeah.
He struggled heavy as well last season. And would he come in 18th a couple of races ago, or was that even last race? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
He's so out of form and so not himself. It's sad to see now.
Yeah.
When I'm not comparing it to this, but in Cars 3, when Lightning McQueen was getting passed by all the other drivers, Jackson Stroll, that's what it feels like for him. It feels like his time and his average is gone. His reign, his late breaking demeanor we saw in Red Bull, that 3-car overtake in Baku from I think 2017 or 18.
Yeah.
Those days seem to be gone, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's just not the same. I mean, looking at his races now, it's like he's driving like a grandpa, like an old grandpa, beaten out of it. I mean, I've seen much better from him in the past, but it's just not the same dude.
Much better from him. Much better.
Not the same dude anymore. Not the same dude.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, his car isn't the best, right? Let's make that clear. McLaren have had an absolute blunder this year themselves as well. It's not, completely focused on Ricciardo. McLaren are also kind of responsible for this. But when your teammate is levels above you, even when he was fighting Max, Ricciardo was still a top-ish driver. Of course, Max was their boy. They're always going to favor Max. But, Ricciardo was still contesting Max. You know what I mean? They were competing with each other. That's why Ricciardo ended up leaving. I mean, is competition even the word to describe Lando versus Daniel?
It's just not even the same. It's not even the same. I mean, he might be Nico Hulkenberg might be his better competition,
No, for sure, because they'd finish 7, 8, you know what I mean, interchangeably.
Yeah.
Lando's always in the top 7 usually. I don't know how, because that car should not be there. But Ricciardo is in the bottom 5, 6.
It's like he's not even trying. Not even
trying. I
trying.
don't know what it is, man. I really don't. What do you think are his next steps? You think he's going to stay in Formula One? I asked if his days are numbered in Formula One. Do you think there's another team that wants him? If so, what team?
I mean, with the drivers' market being shook up right now, I don't think there's any team that really is gonna want him. But because with with what's going on, I don't know. I feel like he might just end up taking what some Formula One drivers do. Like they take like a gap year or a sort of a leap year. I think he might just stay out at least a year for sure, get his shit together hopefully, or start rethinking life, and then maybe we see him 2024 season hopefully. Although I don't even know for what team, because by the looks of it, McLaren's not going to be one of them for sure. So, we might see him with maybe a completely new team that we didn't expect him, or he might not even be on the thing for a while.
I have a wishful thinking dream. What if Haas, right? Mick's. I feel like Mick's gonna leave, right? That's kind of almost clear. I feel like maybe. Let's assume
it's looking like that.
Let's assume he's leaving, right? Let's assume Magnussen keeps up these performances that are pretty bad. 2024. Or even 2024. Give Magnussen another year. Ricciardo and Vettel at Haas.
Ricciardo and Vettel at.
What if he comes back? To team up with Daniel Ricciardo.
Mate, Vettel. No, I don't think so. I would think honestly.
I know.
Yeah,
I think Vettel's done.
Even in that what if scenario, I think Vettel. Vettel might make a comeback, but not in this.
He's proven what he needs to prove. He's proven he won 4 straight championships. He's
true, but I think he might just come back for a 5th one.
Who knows?
And I think he's gonna do it with a different team, which I'll mention later in a bit. But
we'll see.
For Kevin, I mean, talking about Kevin,
let's stay in Ricciardo real quick, because we'll talk about Haas coming up, but yeah, I think he loves the American lifestyle so much. So I think if it's not Haas, it's nobody, because Colin Herta is all but confirmed for AlphaTauri. I feel like he's one of their major links at the moment, and I'm almost 105% sure Alpine aren't going to take him back. Why would they? So I think it's either Haas or a gap year / retirement. Which is sad to say. Seeing one of the most upbeat, funny, and one of the best on his day drivers in the grid just fold into a complete shell of himself. It's sad to see, man. It's really sad to see.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, looking back at his things, I mean, he might just pull off what Mika Hakkinen did back in the day. Literally took a gap year and then never came back.
I honestly think that's what's going to happen. Because I think Ricciardo becoming a shell of himself is so much to save the talent that's in Formula One. All this young talent.
Yeah.
Every team's got a talented driver. At least one.
Yeah.
We could run through them right now. Williams got Albon, who was challenging for first in Red Bull not too long ago, in places like Brazil, Austria, where Lewis took him out.
True.
AlphaTauri, Gasly on his day, very good driver.
When they're on their day, because with that car, I don't know.
No, but
we don't even get much coverage of them on races anymore.
Yeah. Gasly's not been too good recently, but on his day.
Last year he was on his game. Last year he was on his game.
2 years ago as well.
2?
When he won
2 years ago.
2020. But last year he was good too. But 2020 Monza.
Yeah. But still,
yeah.
even last year he was still finishing on the podiums.
I know.
I mean, he was still doing really good.
Alpine, Ocon, every team's got a talented driver. I just think if there's no opportunities from now, there's not going to be any opportunities with the likes of Drogovic coming through, Liam Lawson probably coming through soon. You name him, man. You name him.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty grim out there for Ricciardo, but I wish him all the best, but it's just not it with him. It's just not it. He needs to get his stuff together, but
he sadly,
I don't think it's coming back.
He sadly has run out of time. It feels like to do so. We'll see what happens.
In
the races, but anyway, you mentioned the Haas.
Kevin.
Yeah. Why don't you give your thoughts on the Haas?
Haas has been improving a lot. They went from being an
Have they?
absolute disaster in 2021 to being an actual, somewhat of a front runner. Well, not front runner, but at least a mid, uh, in the middle
Not
of the pack.
anymore.
Because, well, I don't know. In most cases, they outperform Williams like almost every single time. You know, I mean, of course, Williams has the handicap of Nicholas Latifi, but still, Kevin did start off strong
What do you mean?
with.
You mean Goat Tiffy?
Oh, right, I forgot about Latifi, the goat. But I mean, Kevin did in Bahrain, P5. That's insane. That's insane. And then Schumacher getting his first points in F1 and then getting some more points. But I mean, Kevin Magnussen, literally after taking what was it, 2 years? Like what? How many years was it? It was like I think it was like
I believe
one year, right? From Haas. Yeah, I mean he came back. I mean right now, even looking at the constructor standings, Haas is only behind Alfa Romeo and only by 17 points.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
Which, if Alfa Romeo isn't going to get their stuff together, Haas might be going for 6th, considering that Haas was 10th every single
Haas have not got points since Austria.
I know, but still, the performance on the car and what they're doing still pretty good.
From what they were,
still
but
pretty good.
They've fallen off.
They have, but I feel like they're going to get their groove back together.
After mixed P6 in Austria, they have not scored a single point. That's that's 4 races.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like something's good going to happen at Haas, you know?
I'm hoping for the same, because we're American. For the free and the brave. But,
yeah, but we did wait such a long time for Haas to score their first points. We can't just give up on them now. I mean, they literally have
after that like 4 race streak of like Austria.
Yeah, Bahrain really gave hope, you know.
Imola as well. They showed a lot of promise, and I hope they could get their stuff back together. Because Haas P6 and the constructors would be pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Right now they're P7, but if they do get P6, that'll be amazing.
Get stuff together. Because
that'll be amazing.
AlphaTauri, I think they're behind AlphaTauri and in front of Alfa Romeo.
Nope, they are actually in front of AlphaTauri and behind Alfa
Romeo. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because
AlphaTauri's at 29.
Slower from the start of the season.
Yeah, a lot. You could definitely see the car going so much slower. I mean, it's just like, it's looking very, very weird. Unlike the previous seasons, the car is actually struggling in a lot of the points. You didn't even get much coverage on it during the races. Just see like an AlphaTauri crawling in the back, not even. I mean, it's chugging it. It's chugging it, to say the least.
Anyway, that brings us on to our next topic. Mercedes. I'm a Lando Norris fan. I know you're a Charles Leclerc fan and a Ferrari fan.
Yeah.
Lando McLaren.
Of course.
But, after watching Mercedes dominate for so long and seeing them fall off, for them falling off, still being able to pull out the absolute maximum of the car, it had me thinking in the first couple of races, oh, don't worry, Lewis or Mercedes or George will win a race. Time's ticking, and I'm starting to refute that claim because that Red Bull, man. And I feel like Ferrari will eventually get it together. If there's a race Ferrari's going to get it together,
I hope.
It's probably Monza. So.
Yeah.
What do we think?
Definitely.
We think Lewis is going to get his win, or what's
I mean, I really hope by the end of the season, any of these races, I don't even care which one, he should really go for a win. I mean, maybe Brazil, because that would be a dream. That would be a dream. The Interlagos circuit is really fire. I love Brazil. Yeah, it's an amazing circuit.
Always a great race.
Yeah, a lot of excitement, action, but maybe he could score a win in Brazil. Maybe could be Abu Dhabi. Could be. It's always different each time, but I feel like he's definitely inching so much closer to the
last race
to the podium places.
It should have been the one.
It should have been, but it just, I don't know. Between the Red Bull, even with the right calls, the Red Bull is just so fast. It's so fast.
After hearing what Nico Rosberg had to say, and for those wondering, we're talking about how under safety car or under VSC, George Russell came in for a pair of medium compound tires as well as Hamilton. So it was Hamilton, George, both on mediums, and then Max behind on softs. He pit under VSC for softs. And then under the safety car that came out a couple laps later, George was on the radio saying, let's go to softs. This tire isn't the one. Let's go to softs to the end. And Mercedes were like, okay, yeah, we'll bring you in. So they brought George in, and they promoted Max to second. And then Lewis was on the radio being like, guys, you absolutely fucked me here. You had me go to the end on these mediums with, at first, some sort of protection for my teammate, and now it's gone. Would Max have caught Lewis and George if they didn't pit George? Probably. But that's the thing about Formula 1. You never know. You never know. Yeah. In that battle, Max could have degraded his tires more. Would have been harder for him to overtake Lewis. And then Nico Rosberg had to say, during the race, when that happened, he was like, oh, I can't believe Mercedes did that. Like, I'm so with Hamilton. Like, I want to see him pull away and win this thing. It was like Abu Dhabi last year vibes. But then in his pre-game, post-race video, he was like, if I'm Lewis Hamilton, I'm absolutely pissed off because of how they kept me out to go for the win. And then they pit my teammate who's right behind me, there to protect me. They pit him and make Max go in front of him, kind of ruining the whole plan. Yeah. I hear that, and I'm now more on the side of Hamilton because I understand it for the team's sake. They want to maximize points. But you got a driver in first who's done everything for you, basically, in the last 8 years. And you leave him out to dry at the end of the day. You leave him out to dry. You know?
Yeah.
You leave him out to dry. That should have been the race. I feel like if George was there, it would have made a great last couple laps. Because I don't think Max would have got past George as easily. Because George is pretty good at defending. Remember Spain earlier on, where he prevented Max from going past in that first little right-left chicane leading to the wrong right. Good defending from him there. Yeah, I think if George was there, it would have made things a little more feistier. But yeah, Max was past Lewis before the start-finish straight, man. Like before turn one. So that was kind of sad
even then, even with even with George's defense, there's only so much he could do because that Red Bull, I'm a Ferrari fan, but that Red Bull's got some serious straight line speed and just speed in general. We're literally seeing him on how many different occasions come from the back of the grid. From P10 in what?
P14.
Hungary?
P14.
P14. P14 in Belgium?
Belgium, yeah.
It's P14 in Belgium, P10 in Hungary, and he came back and shot up Strides at first.
And he spun even aside and still won.
And still won, yep. But even with the penalties, the spins, nothing's going to stop this, man. The Red Bull is just in the league of its own.
Defended Verstappen to an extent.
He could have. I agree. He could have.
To his tires and pushed away.
Yeah,
he could have. Still have caught him, most likely, yes. But it wouldn't have been as definitive if they pit Russell. Yeah. I think if you're Mercedes, you go for that, man. You take that chance. You really do. But
yeah.
You're speaking of Red Bull, and I want to touch on the other Red Bull driver, Sergio Perez. I feel like we're also fixated, as we should, on Max and that tremendous, unbelievable pace that Red Bull has. But I feel like the other Red Bull driver can't handle it. Your thoughts?
I don't know if I can handle it. Championship contender for this year? Definitely not.
No, I don't think he'll ever be.
Is he still fighting? He most likely won't be, but is he still fighting for P2? Absolutely. Being tied right now with Leclerc at 201. He's still fighting for P2. He could potentially be P2. Unless Leclerc gets his things together, but he's just there as a safety net for Max. He's the Minister of Defense. It's Checo. He's the Minister of Defense, administering the defense left and right. I mean, played crucial role in Abu Dhabi 2021. Literally holding up Max. That was some insane defending right there.
I don't know,
He's serving his own purpose in the team. He's serving his own purpose in the team.
Besides Belgium, Perez has come like 6th, 5th a couple of times.
Yeah, but Monaco, he's first in Monaco. Because, that's still a big thing to do. Even with strategies, there's no chances of overtaking in Monaco.
Yeah.
No place to overtake in Monaco.
He can't handle a pace. It's just he's had a significant fall off from that Monaco period. That is a fact.
True. But again, he did have incidents with George in it was Austria.
But France, George caught. Oh, that was also France.
That was also France. He had one in Austria.
George sent it up the inside. That was France.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
But George got him under safety, or right as VSC got lifted.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, definitely his days are definitely not numbered, but I think he's serving a different purpose in the team.
Yeah.
Much different than what, let's say, Carlos is doing in Ferrari.
Yeah. No, I think Carlos is a legit contender.
He's a contender. Of course he's a contender. And even though it looks like Ferrari cares more about Charles, I mean, Carlos is still a championship contender. He's only P5 with 175 points.
I think next year, if Ferrari have a good car, watch out for Carlos Sainz. Because of the last 10 races, I believe Carlos Sainz has finished ahead of Leclerc 8 times. Yeah.
It's not even just necessarily about the good car. Good car they have now. They have now a pretty good car. It's not
better than Red Bull.
It's obviously not better than Red Bull, but they still have a pretty good car. It's still quicker than Mercedes.
They could be so much closer to Red Bull than
it could be. It could be.
They should be.
But the strategy, it should be.
Right.
Definitely should be. But the strategy, though, that's what we need to get. Like, honestly, if as a Tifosi, I would just fire Binotto.
Yeah,
in the entire strategy department.
At the Monza Grand Prix, at the end of the race, say like both Ferraris, like there's a fuck up in both strategies, right? I think the Tifosi are gonna get together, just gonna strike him down and stuff.
Absolutely,
like kidnap him or something. Please don't do that if you're watching anyone at the Tifosi. By the way, we don't condone that stuff here.
unless it's a really bad strategy, then we will.
Oh, I'm not involved. That's you. I'm involved.
Nah, but I mean, the strategies have been absolutely horrible, and it's just
Sainz, his pit stop, bro, was waiting there for like a whole YouTube ad.
Probably longer than that. And the unsafe release. Release. I mean, that was so bad. So bad.
He's had so many unlucky moments.
Yeah.
Mainly coming down to strategy. He had one in Australia. It's kind of his fault. That's it. He's a great driver.
Being told to box and you're about to overtake a car, that's one hell of a strategy right there. I'm not gonna lie, one hell of a strategy. I most certainly would not be.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Strategy.
I wouldn't even think of that.
Strategy.
Boxer driver when he's overtaking.
That's a championship winning strategy right there. Boxing in the middle of overtaking a car. I mean, only Ferrari's capable of thinking that.
Maybe their strategy was to box. So, this is Perez's Sainz. They would box the crash into the pit lane.
They were probably going for that, but
Bro, in Belgium, they were like, Charles, do you think we should do this? As he's going through Blanchimont at like 180 miles an hour, they're asking questions. I'm like, this is your job.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's like running. I'd find it running a circus is a lot easier than running Ferrari charades. I mean, it's just you might as well replace him with a circus. That circus will probably give better strategy orders than Ferrari's entire strategy department.
Oh my god!
I don't even know. I'm not convinced that I'm convinced that they don't have a strategy department, because the strategy department are probably the same mechanics that change the tires. It's literally them. I guarantee you. They just do like two things at once.
All the tires are it's set, right? So you have the race mediums, the race softs, the race hards, all ready to go. How do you forget a tire?
I mean, they're so busy. They're so busy watching Ferrari lose that they just got caught up and they didn't bring that extra tire. They left the tire in Maranello. That's where they left the tire at Maranello.
Were they expecting Guido from Cars to like roll up?
Bro, they had Guido. They had Guido. They'd be kicking Red Bull's
Like,
ass
where'd the
right
guy
now.
go? Did he go to like the bathroom to like?
He was having a shit. He was having a shit. You know, like after that presentation after Pele when Kimi came out, he was having a shit.
I was having a shit. Nah, but poor
Yeah.
Sainz, man. He was there for a whole YouTube ad, and then Perez just ran over a wheel gun.
Oh man, that wheel gun.
Ferrari's motto from now on is "What can go wrong
Will go wrong.
Bingo."
Fuck.
If something goes wrong on Sunday, they're in for a fucking battering.
Yeah.
That brings me to my next topic. Do Ferrari have a chance at Monza? Or at a chance in the season to recapture some vital points for Leclerc and Sainz?
When they don't screw up their strategy, they have all the chances in the world. But then again, it goes back to the strategy.
Yeah,
you know?
I guess so.
I can't, like, Charles Leclerc being the king of qualifying. I mean, he's literally, up until the last few races, he's been qualifying P1 almost every single race. King of qualifying.
Yeah. Last race in Zandvoort, he was like 8/10 behind Max the first couple of laps. I was like, ooh, maybe Leclerc could stay pretty close behind Max. This is going to be a good fight. I blink, Max is 2 seconds ahead. I'm like, oh, there goes that.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I don't know. They better bring some upgrades. Like, I don't know. They better bring like a V8 or a V10 upgrade, because honestly, that's what they're gonna need. And probably like an entire new strategy department.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, they might as well just kidnap the people at Red Bull just to get through the rest of the season, because at that point they might just have a chance. I mean, there's no way he's gonna win. Like 109 points down, there's no way.
Yeah, it's over. No, it's over. Max
it's over.
I saw a stat. Max could literally go on vacation for these next 4 races, and he'll still be in the lead.
Yeah.
And you
Ferrari
know
will
crazy?
still manage to find a way to bend the strategy.
That, and Max would probably still find a way to win.
I don't know what's more sad. The fact that Ferrari will screw up even though everything is going their way, or the fact that Max will just literally find any way to possibly win at this point. It's just like, it's crazy.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? We're gonna do a more in-depth overview of the Monza GP coming up soon. But before that, Colin Herta, IndyCar driver, youngest ever to win an IndyCar race in the series. Is he the right man for the AlphaTauri job if he gets it? Because I feel like it's all but confirmed. What are your thoughts on this?
See, I didn't know he was announced, or like AlphaTauri was going for him, because isn't he American?
Yeah.
He is American, so why not place him in Haas? That would be pretty cool.
That's a great.
See that,
actually,
and then maybe.
I did a little bit of reading before this. Steiner said they're not going for him because he doesn't have a super license yet, but he said that's the only reason why.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for the super license points, I mean, he would literally probably go to Haas.
He's gonna get it. That's why he's doing a practice run. I think this weekend. No, De Vries. So I think he's scheduled to do a practice run, in F1 soon, and that'll help him get some points. But yeah, AlphaTauri or Haas. I think Colin Herta will be in F1's feet next year. Does he deserve it? I think so.
Yeah. I don't know about AlphaTauri, because looking at their performance now, such a good driver, I would not want in such a trash team. I mean, but
it's the step up to Red Bull.
I'd rather see him in Haas. I don't know about Red Bull, because Red Bull looks pretty full. I mean, Minister of Defense, you cannot replace the Minister of Defense. Come on. We all know that. He's not going to replace the Minister of Defense, and there's no way he's going to replace Max. But I feel like he could be the new rookie of Haas. You have an experienced driver like Kevin, and then Mick's probably going to leave Haas to go for some other team or for something new completely. He might just go to could be the rookie for Haas. the right rookie that Haas needs, you know?
Yeah.
Because 2021, they were just looking for drivers in general. I mean, they might as well just picked me, you know? I would have scored them some points for sure. But me or you.
But there's also like the likes of
But
Joseph Newgarden and Will Power, who are also really good in. They have like 1-2 in IndyCar
yeah,
right now. But I think because of Colin's age, he's preferred.
yeah,
You know, it'd be really
yeah, for
funny
sure.
though.
But yeah.
If Colin goes to AlphaTauri, there's a familiar face in IndyCar by the name of Roman Grosjean. What if he goes back to Haas? Kimi Magnussen?
Oh no. Oh no.
That's not gonna happen, but that would be the most Haas thing to do if like it's going so well. Imagine that.
Oh man.
They're not gonna do that, but imagine.
Yeah.
Just imagine the headline: Roman Grosjean goes to Haas. Bro, I would instantly. Why, bro? Why? But yeah, I think Colin Herta definitely deserves a seat. He most likely will be in one, but as of what I'm hearing, I think all he needs to do is complete his super license. Then it's either AlphaTauri or Haas. And yeah, I know even Zach Brown wanted him for McLaren, so clearly he's highly rated in the paddock. So yeah, we'll see what happens to that.
Yeah. I mean, right now the seats that are going to be mostly vacant is, well, I know McLaren's going to be full. At the moment, Alpine. I think by the looks of it, Haas, AlphaTauri.
I think if
I want to say Williams, but I think Latifi's going to stay for sure.
Well, the funding, right, helps a lot.
The funding, because his dad.
But Williams might
like
make a bold move and be like, "Fuck your funding, get out."
I don't know. Williams and Haas are the only two teams that really require funding, you know, because Lance's dad is taking care of Aston Martin, and all the other teams are basically set.
Lance actually, he's been a lot better this year. Lance Stroll, I'm proud of him.
Really? I don't know. I thought his performance was a lot better than. I don't know. I felt like his last year performance was a lot better because he only in the standings right now, at the moment. I mean, dude's behind Guan Yu Zhao, and that dude's a rookie, and he came in. I mean, he's actually even with Zhao. Lance Stroll has 5 points to his name, and Zhao has 5 points. 5 points, dude. There's no way he got better. He's 18 in the standings. There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way.
I thought he was doing a lot better. Oh,
no. Last year he was doing way better. This year he's like
teeter in the points, but then he dropped to like 12th by the end of the race.
He'd be a good mid runner, and then he'd be in the points. But then
can it be his car as well? Aston Martin's not that good this year.
Could be his car. I mean, if I was driving a toaster oven, then I sure as hell won't be.
He's better than Vettel at times. Can't lie.
Yeah, but Vettel's 15 with 12 points. Stroll 18 and 5 points. Come on, he has twice as many points as Stroll.
Yeah,
a little more than twice as many.
We'll see what the car does next year. Maybe.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm capping. Vettel is 12. Stroll is 18th. Vettel has 20 points. He has 4 times as many points as Stroll has. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's no way. I mean.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
I think next year that car will be better though.
Hopefully. Vettel, who at this point really doesn't care, and he's exiting the.
I don't care. I mean, he cares.
Formula One.
Of course, he cares, but.
Yeah, but
he's
like.
Not concerned with like how.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure Mick is gonna go to Alpine. Almost guaranteeing it at this point.
At this point, any team would be good to see him in. You know.
Where else is he gonna go?
AlphaTauri. He could go to AlphaTauri. Colin Hertz could go to the.
That's what I'm saying.
Either Haas or
so either Colin Hertz is going. So Colin's either going to AlphaTauri or Haas, basically. And that Haas seat is only if Mick goes to AlphaTauri
or Alpine. You have 3 vacant seats.
I don't think he's going to Alpine. I wouldn't see that.
Maybe. I don't know. At this point, he can go anywhere.
In Formula One.
Yeah, for sure. But
like maybe Gasly.
I mean, Alonso leaving Alpine was such a bold move, you know. But literally going into
Well, wait.
I don't know. Going
Wait, wait,
into
wait, wait.
Aston Martin,
Well, if Herta were to be going into AlphaTauri, that means one of the drivers have to, because Yuki's contract runs out next year, I believe, as well, right? Yuki's
yeah.
not going
But
anywhere.
Gasly's contract also
Yeah.
ends next year.
So Alpine would buy that out. You pay the remaining of the contract. You buy it out.
True.
So
True.
if
They could.
if AlphaTauri looking at Herta, that means Gasly to AlphaTauri, Alpine is almost a definite, right? Surely.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm excited for that. I don't know why Alpine are getting so overlooked. Maybe Alonso and Piastri know something we don't, but hey.
I mean, yeah, it's very, very strange because Alpine, they've been literally destroying McLaren.
Yeah,
And not by a little, by like a whole like 24 points, which is considerable amount. I mean, they're P4 in the standings. That's really freaking impressive. Really freaking impressive, considering that they were, I think, what were they in last year? They were like at least P5, I think.
McLaren
at least.
got P4 last year, so I'm pretty sure they're P5.
Yeah, so Alpine was P5, so it's a switcheroo
But McLaren
right there.
was
I mean,
so good last year. Like they were really good.
Yeah.
They could have been P3.
yeah.
But yeah. So that's that. Last topic before we talk about Monza. The Porsche and Red Bull deal for 2026, the new engine regulations.
Oh yeah, what's going on there?
Seems to be dead in the water, mate. Helmut Marko's saying that there is no buy in Red Bull from Porsche, and they're saying there's a lot of disappointment from Porsche, and that there's absolutely no offer on the table.
Disappointment from Porsche? Disappointment on about Red Bull, or like
disappointment that they couldn't get the deal through? Like they're not in Formula One for 2026.
Damn. Yeah, but how come though? Like, I mean, it looked like they were prepared to buy a 50% stake. That's a lot.
They were going to be the engine providers.
Yeah, that's dude, that's a big deal.
I
Like
guess
they were about to actually replace Honda, but Honda's been killing it.
Bro, look at that, and look at that power unit now. Why change it? You know the saying, if it ain't broke,
don't fix it. Don't fix it.
You know?
But
like why? Yes, 2026 is a long time away. Maybe they'll do some more negotiating as the years go on. Maybe 2024.
They might just bring in a whole team altogether. I mean, they might just bring in a whole new team altogether. But it really is a lot to develop a whole new F1 engine.
Haas Porsche has a kick to it.
Haas Porsche.
That'd be funny.
I don't know. I don't know. They might just bring in a whole new team altogether. Because Audi is also supposed to make their grand debut.
I think they're confirmed. No.
They are basically confirmed. Yeah, but they weren't confirmed as a team.
No,
they were confirmed as an engine provider.
But that's a team. They're going to be a team. I'm pretty sure.
So they're providing their own engines and their team.
Yeah,
that's going to be.
They're going to be a car. Let me look that up real quick. I'm pretty sure.
Damn. That's going to be interesting to see. Maybe Porsche could provide for Audi, though, if something goes wrong. But maybe Porsche might just create their own team on their own. I mean,
well, Audi and Porsche are both part of Volkswagen, right?
Yeah, true. So they literally did the same thing for Le Mans, I think, right? Porsche has their own team, Le Mans. Same thing in GT3. I mean, if we search up right now.
Okay, so Audi will join the championship in 2026 as a power unit supplier.
Yeah. There you go.
They said Audi are interested in Schumacher for Sauber F1 seat.
Sauber.
And it looks like Audi are looking to get people from Mercedes to jump over. Now, who are Audi going to power?
What do you mean? If Audi's going to be a power unit, then most likely Porsche is going to be the team.
Yeah.
It would make sense unless they make their own team, which I don't think is going to be, as great on the plate for them, because if they already have their hands full making the engines for 2026, and especially with the engines using more electrical power than they are now, that's going to be a challenge.
A lot more.
So I think Audi's going to do that. Yeah, I think the DRS should be really fun with that. That'll be exciting battles with that. I'm looking forward to that too. But I think Audi's going to supply, hopefully, Porsche when they make their grand debut. And then maybe Vettel might come back for that. I really hope Vettel comes back for that.
No way.
2026, yeah.
No.
Michael came back 4 years after retirement from Ferrari in 2006. Came back to Mercedes.
Vettel's done.
He's clearly following Michael's footsteps. I think
so.
it looks in his favor.
I think he's.
I mean, if he gets offered a really generous offer, I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go. If he gets offered like a really generous contract,
but the talent in Formula One nowadays is I think he's done, man. I think he's done. I think if he doesn't come back in the next 2 years, then he's done. I think if he comes back soon, he could probably do that. I don't think he'd come out of the blue to join Porsche. I really don't think so.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, because he's a big fan of following in Michael's footsteps.
On the other hand, I think would be pretty cool for that.
Lando?
Fernando.
Who?
Dude.
No way. No way.
He's still going to be driving at that time.
I mean, Fernando might just lose his shit with not qualifying in with Aston Martin. I mean,
what an idiot!
Overtaking on the outside. What an idiot!
Mega
I mean, like,
mega stat.
There's no way. I don't know. Unless they just magically bring out a car that's so much better than like everybody else, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, even his move to Aston Martin is just so unjustified.
I couldn't.
The only reason I could see him moving is if he got paid like double of what he's getting paid now. I'm very curious to see.
Who's on that team?
I mean, Big Daddy Stroll is, so he's gonna be bringing out the big bucks, and I mean, he really sacrificed the performance and potential championship hopes just for cash. I mean,
we don't know.
We've seen that done before, but like,
they might have something up their sleeve in Aston Martin. That car might be.
No, the only thing they got in Aston Martin is these checks. That's the only thing they got up their sleeves. These checks. There ain't no way they got performance out of that car.
We don't know yet.
I have a better expectations for Haas than for.
I don't know about that.
Keyword in Aston Martin: ass. That's why they're called Aston Martin.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
But aren't you a James Bond fan?
It's such a joke. Yeah.
But isn't the main car in Aston Martin?
Aston Martin. Shit.
Isn't your racer name where we go James Bond? So wouldn't that make you drive an Aston Martin?
It is, but.
So why is it so hateful?
Don't get me wrong. The green livery is pretty clean, green and yellow, but where the performance at? You're making
our other co-host very upset right now.
I know, because I know he really likes the livery of the Aston Martin, but he's a Checo fan, so he's a Checo fan.
I know. I think they have performance up their sleeve next year. I really do.
Yeah.
I hope I'm right.
Maybe in the next 22 years. They'll have performance.
Yeah, I'll see about that.
Who's their engine supplier though?
Mercedes.
Mercedes?
Mm-hmm. Remember when the pink Aston Martin basically copied the Mercedes out 2019?
Yeah. Wait. So where is performance? I thought they were like under like I don't know. I thought they were like under Renault or something.
Hey, don't sleep on Renault.
Yeah, I'm not gonna insult Renault. Ain't no way I'm gonna insult Renault.
Don't sleep on them. Look at that Alpine fly.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
anyway.
But if they have a Mercedes engine, I mean, where is performance at? It's just not. The performance has exited the building. That's for sure.
Yep. Anyway, let's preview Monza. Any predictions? What are your thoughts before I go into mine?
A 1-2 finish for Ferrari would be an amazing wish.
That's your hope. What's your realistic prediction?
A 1-2 finish for Ferrari. They cannot let down Maranello. I mean, come on. The Tifosi is going to be so tight.
I think they're expecting them to come 19th and 20th because of how the season went. I think they can't get more upset than they are right now.
See, Ferrari's listening to this podcast, and they're watching this, and they're like, nonsense. Sure they can. Sure we can. We can definitely get worse. They'd be the type to be racing first lap, and they're like, okay, box, too many problems with car, box. And meanwhile, they're saying this, Leclerc's car is up on the jacks before the race even starts. Maybe some bullshit like that. I mean, at this point, you never know. But like, I pray to God. Did you see the? I mean, you saw the new livery and you saw the new race suits. I mean, they looked a bit like Renault.
New livery is new in quotation marks. It's not that new, is it?
Yeah. A highlight of yellow, but the Renault race suits though.
But listen,
yeah, the Renault race suits though.
Those
are kind of fire.
Monza is the temple of speed, right?
Yeah.
What's the quickest car on the grid right now? And who's
hopefully Ferrari. Hopefully Charles Leclerc.
No. Who is the quickest driver?
Red Bull. It's Red Bull.
And who's the quickest driver?
Max.
So who's gonna win the race?
Damn it, Ferrari! If you could just get your shit together for this one race. I mean.
Even if they did, bro, Max would still be 10 seconds ahead by lap 3.
Unless they bring upgrades, which is what I have been hearing is that they might bring upgrades. They better bring upgrades. That'd be really stupid if they don't show up with any upgrades. In fact, Red Bull might show up with upgrades, and their car might go like another 20 seconds faster.
They could downgrade their car all they want. They'll still be fast, quickest. No, but honestly, I believe it's going to be a Max win by a landslide. Max fastest lap. Max pole position. Max led every lap. I don't see how they're going to stop him. I really don't.
Just have Sainz take him out, and then that's it. Team orders, like Checo team orders. Just take Max out of the race.
What about the Mercedes? I think it's in the DRS.
Maybe Lewis could get P1. Maybe George could get P1. I don't know.
I feel like maybe a Mercedes.
I want George to get P1 too. Like I want like Lewis to win one time and George to win one time. That would be amazing.
I think a Mercedes 2-3 is possible this race.
I want a Ferrari 1-2 though. Where Ferrari 1-2?
What are you talking about, right? Ferrari. What are they known for this year?
Their amazing top-tier strategy.
Yeah.
Championship-winning strategists.
As Nico Rosberg said, I quote, F2 and F3 teams have better strategists than this.
I think at karting at RPM has better strategists.
I think my great-great-grandmother has better strategic plans than this. And guess what? Guess what I'm about to say.
What?
She's no longer with us, sadly.
Shit.
So, yeah.
Damn.
But maxing that Red Bull is too reliable now. That's gonna win. But the midfield is what I want to talk about, really.
I wouldn't say too reliable, but
when's the last time that
definitely an increase in reliability.
Red Bull had a problem.
A few races ago, actually, but I forgot where. In Hungary.
What was the problem?
I think there was something wrong with the DRS, because remember he qualified P10.
Yeah, and guess where he finished?
That was the last one. P1, yeah.
And guess what he did during the race? He celebrated.
Spin it.
He celebrated and still won. He did donuts and still won. He could have reversed the whole final lap and still probably would have won.
Yeah.
God, man. But the midfield.
I just really want a Ferrari 1-2. I don't even care which. I don't even care if they finish last in all the remaining races. I just want a Ferrari 1-2 at Monza. I mean, in front of the Tifosi. I mean,
do you really think that's gonna happen? Like, do you really think it's gonna happen?
If they bring really good upgrade packages, they might. I mean, we've seen Ferrari make really strong comebacks. Because I think even during the first quarter of this season's beginning, was it April, May even, Ferrari were going downhill, and then they brought upgrade packages, and they were Austria, the Red Bull Ring, Leclerc won, speed was there. The speed was there. We've seen Ferrari pull amazing hat tricks. They should do that again. They beat Red Bull at their own ring. Come on. It don't get better than that.
You know what Red Bull are going to do to Ferrari to get them back? Beat them at their own
They are
ring as
going to
well.
try to beat them down. I know.
They're not
I
gonna
know,
try.
but
They're
still.
going to.
I know,
it's
but
inevitable.
but I can't. Like they have to win at the. I mean, it would be really, really bad if they don't win. I mean, it's like really, really bad.
But what I want to talk about Ricardo, I think because he won this race last year, he might have.
Yeah, there's no way he's winning.
No. I'm not saying winning. I'm not saying winning.
I wouldn't even give him top 10. Not even top 10. Not even top 15.
That's my question. If he gets a good result, does he still get looked at by other teams? I'm saying if he doesn't get a good result, I think that might be it.
Even if he gets a good result, it's over. It's over.
Like,
come on,
he's
getting replaced by
Piastri. Will take him like at all? So I'm about to agree with you.
If he finishes P1 in Monza this weekend, yeah, maybe the teams will look at him. But like, dude, he's not gonna finish P1. He's not gonna finish P10. He's not even gonna finish P15.
Damn, man.
It's just not gonna happen. I'm not trying to downgrade him completely, but like,
no, I know.
His days are seriously numbered. Like, seriously numbered.
Yeah.
There's no way it's gonna happen, mate.
Cause let's say Mick goes to I don't know, Alpine, her to the AlphaTauri, right? Or no, I'm sorry, Gasly to Alpine, Colin to AlphaTauri.
Gasly's contract doesn't exactly expire this year.
They're gonna buy it out though, most likely. Why would
they could?
Why would AlphaTauri be wanting to look at another driver when they have two contracted for next year? Alpine are gonna buy out Gasly. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen.
I'll tell you what Ricardo could be. He could be a reserve driver for another team.
He said he's open to that.
Could be a reserve driver, like Hülkenberg is for Aston Martin.
But reserve, he got one race. That's basically the end of his career.
I mean, yeah, but
I don't think...
you know, I mean, his performances are just not worthy of a Formula One seat.
They're not at all.
Like,
of course he's gonna
his
say
best chances are reserve.
Of course he's gonna say, I want to be a reserve driver, but deep down, he does not want to be a reserve driver. He knows he's a lot better than this. He just can't
where
show
performance?
It. He just can't show
where
it.
Performance?
He can't show it. That's the problem. That's the problem with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's a big race for him though. If he is serious about him wanting to stay in Formula One, he's gotta bring it.
Yeah.
This is the race to do it. The one you won a year ago, you got to bring yourself this race if you still want to get in with a shout. Because if there's any race to build momentum from, it's the one you won. Your most recent race victory. Ricardo was always good at Monaco. Not this year. Maybe he was good at Monaco. He was good in Monza last year with a similar car. And on similar form, because he wasn't on good form last year either, maybe he gets a similar-ish result. Like, not a similar result in the fact of points, like first place, but similar in the way that it'll change, like, the view of him.
Yeah.
Like, there was so much jubilation in McLaren after he won that race. Maybe there'll be jubilation in other teams when they look, oh, this is what Daniel Ricciardo is. He's not done. And maybe he could build from this race if he gets good points and good results. And if he gets a good result at Monza, he could build from it and then get a good race at the next race, then Japan.
Bro, even with all our speculations, he's just not gonna do it. There's no way.
So you think if Ricciardo finishes these last, like, let's say teams haven't negotiated with drivers yet, right? 4 races, he finishes P6, P7 in a lot of them. No shot? Damn. The thing is, I think Ricciardo getting P6, P7 is so...
It's not possible. Come on. It's not possible. I mean, top 6 drivers... Red Bull, Mercedes. Top 6 drivers, 2 Red Bull, 2 Ferrari, 2 Mercedes. That's already... P6 is gone. P7 is Lando, most likely, so that's already taken as well. Esteban Fernando, P8, P9, and then P10 is up for grabs, so that could be
I
anybody.
think
But
it's going to be
you also have
Gasly,
the likes of
Bottas,
Bottas,
Zhou,
Gasly, Tsunoda, Zhao,
Guan Yu.
Vettel, Albon,
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
could be up for
It's
anybody
sad.
to take.
It's sad to see. Such a good driver, upbeat driver, completely, out of his depth, it seems. I think that's the term I'm going to use. Out of his depth. Like I said, oh, go on.
One thing that we haven't really discussed though is Bottas, because at the end of 2021 season, he was technically left without a drive, except for Alfa Romeo was the only team that was willing to take him in, and we all know Bottas is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, and I'm sorry, the Alfa Romeo is also extremely uncompetitive. I mean, the reliability is the worst. I mean, I've seen better reliability.
Its pace in general isn't there.
I've seen better reliability from the HRT team.
It started good. It started really good for them.
Bahrain
was a great race.
It did, but it went downhill quick, like real quick. I mean, I've seen
6 months ago. Was it March, I believe? God damn! Remember we watched it together. Damn.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I remember it was yesterday.
Yeah.
My God.
That was a crazy race, but dude, whoa, I mean, I've seen HRT. Yeah, I mean, I've seen HRT have better reliability than the Alfa Romeo. It's just not good. Even for their rookie, they're embarrassing.
Tech support have better reliability.
That's a fact. I mean, if Bottas could just get a really good contract, maybe Bottas to Alpine, that would be.
I would love that.
Clear front runner.
Personally.
Wait, actually, speaking of Bottas, what's his contract with Alfa Romeo? Let's have a look at the details.
Go ahead. I think he probably has at least a year left. He wouldn't have signed a 1-year deal. No way. It probably ends next year. Surely.
Yeah,
because someone would have snapped him up by now, for sure. For sure, somebody would have snapped him up.
3-year contract.
Yeah, right. But someone could buy him out. Who knows? Maybe at the end of next year.
So then 2022, 2023, 2024. So...
I love Bottas, man.
What is his contract though? I mean, it's definitely like over in the tens millions.
10 mils, yeah, at least, yeah. He's a
10 mils at least.
Driver. Proven driver.
A veteran at that.
Bro, his Williams days, he was up there. Great driver.
Yeah.
That's when Williams was a good team.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, yeah. I would love to see Bottas get a result in Monza. I think he has a chance because that midfield is so tight. If he could hang on to like Esteban's DRS or just it's going to be a DRS train race.
Let's see him in the top 10 because I mean, he's right now in the standings top 10 with 46 points, only behind the likes of Alonso. But again, I would love to see Bottas in like Alpine. Definitely a much better thing.
I think I want to see Gasly first, just because. French teammates.
French team, French drivers, yeah. But I've heard that Gasly doesn't really get along with Ocon too well, which is very strange.
Well, Ocon, he said his primary target as his teammate is Mick.
Yeah.
So, let's take that into account now.
Mick in a better car.
Where's Gasly gonna go? To go up with Haas then, right?
Yeah.
That means Ricciardo's on the block.
Then we also technically have Zhou. I mean, is Zhou really Alfa Romeo's boy?
He's a rookie. You can't get. He's good.
True, but like, we'll see how Alfa Romeo does because they were a lot more competitive last year than they are this year. But like,
yeah. But yeah, any other Monza
we'll just have to wait and see.
Hopefully, I want to see Gasly in the top 6 or top 7. Probably won't happen, but just to like give me some nostalgia from 2020, that'd be nice.
I want to see Ferrari with a 1-2, but it could happen. These are things that we're saying that could happen. This could happen if Ferrari brings an upgrade packages, like a lot. But
Lando,
Ferrari 1-2, and then
maybe another decent
maybe
result from
Max
Lando.
P3, maybe Lando
Oh,
P3.
boy. I love Lando Norris.
Maybe.
Once he gets a competitive car, it's over. It is over. I'm telling you, it's over.
Yeah, you McLaren fans have been saying that since 2016, and then look at it.
But Lawrence has not been there since 2016.
Actually, no, you had a competitive car. No. I'm saying McLaren has been I guess not super competitive.
No,
since,
I'm saying
technically,
give Lando Norris a competitive car, and it's over. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sign him up to Red Bull, bro. Sign him up for Red Bull. Oh, but then you'd be fighting it out with Max, and that would be pretty.
And they're best
that'd
friends.
Be like a Rosberg Hamilton type shit. Yeah.
So Monza, final predictions. Who do you think?
I would have to stick with Leclerc. P1, Carlos P2, Max P3.
Max.
Yes, that's my prediction. Bro, imagine if I'm right. That would be so funny.
Max
We've been looking back at the stream
I think Max would split the
okay, maybe he'd split up the Ferrari. So, but I just want Leclerc to be.
I think it'd be Leclerc, Max,
get a Ferrari,
Carlos.
please.
But
please, just
if
get.
It was that. My predictions. I'm gonna go.
Ferrari's on the podium.
I'm gonna go top 5. I'm gonna go.
For who?
What? No, I'm gonna go top 5 places.
Oh.
So I'm going.
I mean, I could go top 5 too,
Go ahead,
but
go ahead. Go top
5. Leclerc P1. I want to say Carlos P2, Max P3, George P4, Lewis P5, Checo P6, Norris P7. I just named 7. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I could keep going, I guess, till 10th if you want, but
Max P1 by a long way.
Damn.
I'm gonna go Carlos P2.
Carlos. Okay.
I'm gonna go Lewis P3.
You just don't like Leclerc. I understand.
I'm gonna put George P4.
Bro, why you don't like Leclerc?
I'm gonna put Leclerc P5.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
I'm gonna put Lando P6.
I'm surprised you didn't put your boy higher. Where's Lewis?
P3. And Perez P7.
Oh. Damn, you did dirty Perez.
I want to race in Monza. I want to compare.
You might as well just said Max, Carlos, and Lando.
That's not gonna happen. I don't think Leclerc and P5 is gonna happen, but I want him fucking there.
I want Leclerc P1, bro. My boy.
Yeah, and I want Lando Norris P1. Yeah, guess what? That's not happening. So.
Tifosi Army is gonna be there, bro. The Tifosi Army is gonna be there. It's over.
Yeah, you know who else is gonna be there? The Ferrari race strategist. And we know how that goes.
Oh no.
Anyway, I have one more topic I want to talk about. I saw a video on WTF1 of the fan throwing the flare onto the track.
Yeah.
And he got zero good, not a good reaction at all. Everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing, you idiot?"
Yeah.
Is it time?
What a donkey.
Because Formula One is growing exponentially compared to previous years, right? Especially because COVID, these last couple of years, it's grown really.
Drive to Survive as well.
That's what I mean. Netflix, 2020.
Yeah.
Is it time to start controlling fans a little bit more, restricting them what they can and can't do, for safety reasons?
I mean, for safety reasons, they shouldn't be throwing flares out on the track like a bunch of donkeys. But what's it called? I don't know about controlling them. It was a one-time incident,
not controlling, but restricting things. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
These are dangerous things, flares, and so you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. It was a one-time thing with the flares. I mean, what an idiot, honestly.
Oh no! The last couple
throwing the flare on the track, but honestly, they should just put a deer on the track. Just put a deer on the track, you know? The deer will go racing, you know? He'll be the new Ferrari strategist, the deer.
He'll be quicker
The
than
Ferrari
the
deer. He'll be this new strategist for the Ferrari.
John Deere Racing.
John Deere Racing.
The construction company.
Oh man. See a whole tractor pull up on the F1 field. Yo, that would be fire.
Yeah. I think it's time to start like maintaining the safety a little bit more of the sport because there's a lot, there's like a large crowd in Formula One, something could go wrong, whether it's fights or flares being thrown or, abuse, like racial abuse, who knows what goes on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe alcohol is like a driving factor behind this, but, I feel like
you want to tell me Meds had a drink before he threw the flare out on the track? Probably did.
Why would a normal sober man just throw a flare on a track?
I don't know. Maybe just give the Ferrari the 1-2 finish that they finally deserve, for God's sake. That would be the team strategy play. That would definitely be a strategy.
Did someone run on the track in Q3 to give him... let's say there's like 9 minutes left, and the two quickest laps are Sainz and Leclerc. Someone just runs on the track. And not even a flare, somebody.
Oh man. I feel like someone's gonna run up and just choke out Binotto if they don't get a 1-2.
No. If they make a big mistake, like a 15-second YouTube ad pit stop for Sainz or Leclerc, bro, Binotto has to get out of there. Come last lap.
I mean, like, he's literally like. Ferrari's just gonna. I know they're gonna ask something stupid like, "Do you want tires in circles or in squares?" Like they'd say something like that.
Firestones or Pirellis? Huh?
Better yet, they're gonna say Michelin. They'd be the type to offer up Michelin. You want Michelin rubber or Pirelli?
Oh my god.
Maybe the type to Leclerc, yeah. And they're in the middle of the race, but do you need toilet paper or a toilet now? They do something like that. I mean,
I don't know.
Just bring in Jean Todt. I mean, my man's a legend.
Expect the unexpected, but Ferrari. Let's be real now.
Yeah.
What can go wrong will go wrong. So, no, it's gonna be a
Wait, actually, now that we're talking about Ferrari, they're the only team I think out on the grid at the moment. One of the only teams that are front runners that have not brought out any other drivers to test out, because Mercedes has been bringing out De Vries, Drugovich I think have been brought out for Red Bull.
I think De Vries is testing again for Aston Martin this weekend. I'm pretty sure.
Aston Martin.
I think.
I thought he's for Mercedes.
No, but it's Mercedes. But
true. But Ferrari hasn't brought out anybody. Even Red Bull's brought out Drugovich. I think has that.
I think he's testing for Aston Martin. Or was it a different driver? Somebody's testing for Aston Martin this weekend. I'll look it up. Who's testing for Aston Martin? I don't know. I feel like someone's. I thought I saw something like that, but yeah. Who do you think they're gonna bring out? Ferrari. Arthur?
New strategist, maybe? They might just have the strategist test the car at this point. Honestly.
They send him out with no tires. Like, you see how it feels?
The perfect karma. Oh man. This part where you insert the Fernando clip where he's like, karma.
You think Arthur to test? I know it was a Formula 3 driver.
Leclerc. That would be crazy.
That'd be very cool.
I don't know. Do they allow Formula 3 drivers to test out Formula 1 cars?
I think so. As long as you have your super license, you could test. I think Colin Herta is gonna test, or he did testing in a McLaren. I'm pretty sure. So I think I don't see why not.
Let me see something for the Formula 2 standings.
Djokovic is leading. Poor chair is gonna be a good one too. He's like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, holy shit, Drugovic has like 233 points, and then Porcher.
Porcher's gonna be good. He's young.
Damn. Sargent. Sargent's American though, no?
Mm-hmm.
Doohan, Liam Lawson, Iwasa. Oh, Fittipaldi.
Fittipaldi.
Yuri Vips. Daruvula, there is. I mean.
You still got like Jack Aitken is in there in the mix as well, like reserve drivers.
Sato's in it. Oh, and then. Hold on a second.
Obviously, Piastri won the last F2 championship.
Is there Calderon in it? Oh yeah, Tatiana Calderon's in it.
Oh yeah, the girl, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Colombian.
Who knows? Maybe women in F1 is not so far away. I hope it's not. That'd be pretty tight.
Bro, she has 0 points. Bro, she has 0 points right now. Alright. But
don't cancel us.
It's too late, it's already going through. Oh man. Wait, is she racing now or is she going? Wait, what's not clear here on the website is if she's racing
next year.
She's racing now?
Next year.
Next year, right? Yeah, because I see zeros everywhere and then I see dashed lines. It's like not like.
Any other predictions about Monza? Any other? You think Ferrari are gonna make a blunder? You think they're gonna? You really think they're gonna do it?
They better not. They better not. Better not, bro.
Well, you could certainly be sure to tune into the stream, either during or after the Monza GP. Most likely after, around 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We'll let everybody know on our social medias, which you could find in the description.
Yeah, after office hours only.
Oh my god. Any last words, Ryan? Before we wrap up. But no,
Ferrari, right. if you're listening to this, I swear to God, man, do not screw up the strategy at Monza. They might as well call in Barrichello, because they're gonna need him. They're gonna need him as team principal, because if Binotto screws this one up,
you think his job's gone?
I think he's gonna be hanging from the podium, literally. If he screws this one up, along with the mechanics lined up like this.
He's gonna be the trophy.
He is gonna be the trophy. Oh man.
The pit stop award is gonna be like the quickest pit stop.
The DHL fastest lap.
No,
it's gonna go to Ferrari.
The DHL quickest pit stop. The trophy is gonna be the broken gun.
Oh man, that's gonna be the trophy, the broken wheel gun. Yeah. Last race. Oh man.
Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you missed any of the stream, you can follow our clips channel where we're gonna be posting the clips from today's stream throughout the week, so you guys could check up on the episodes and different parts of the stream as well. We'll be back on streaming Sunday at around 11 o'clock, and I will see you guys at that stream. Have a good day, everyone.
See you later.